Are we ready? Are we recording? Mike McCoy here with Mother as a cameraman, woman, person. She ain't worth a flip as a cameraman, but you know, she can cook pretty good and cut hair. So, that's what we're up against today. Thought I'd put out a video. It's been cold and wet. I ain't going down to the sawmill in that weather like this. Hopefully next week it'll be pretty and I can go down there and we'll do a video and everybody be happy. So right now you just got my old ugly face to look at. I know it's bad, but you know, it's all I got. Today let's talk about ramps. Ramps is like a delicacy here in the mountains. It's a plant that comes up in early spring. It's a cross, or it's somewhere between an onion and garlic. But God, it stinks to high heaven. And when they're in season, which don't last long, I'd say what, 2 weeks?
Don't last long.
And people go camp out, and a lot of them cook them in their house, and well, they'll stink the whole house up. I can't eat them for I'm allergic to them. They make me sick. And they'll do them with like fried taters and mix ramps in with them, and fried eggs and mix ramps in with them. And Mother, she never would eat them because she didn't want to stink. And she didn't like them neither. But a lot of people just really like them things. We've got what they call branch lettuce. And a lot of people get ramps and put it with that branch lettuce and pour hot bacon grease and pieces of bacon over it, and that's real good. But I just
a lot of these places won't let, if you work somewhere, they won't let you eat ramps and go to work.
They're that bad. They're terrible. And but these boys I growed up with, they was older than me, but I've heard them laugh and talk about it. And they'd camped out all weekend. They'd been eating ramps the whole weekend long. And the last day they was there, and ramps will give you terrible gas. I mean, terrible. And as one of them old boys said, I always hear the fart would burn.
I can't believe you're telling this.
Anything for my YouTube fans.
Oh,
Mother.
Lord.
And he said, I'm going to see. And evidently he was full of hot air, gas. He pulled his pants down a little bit, pulled his knee back, got his Zippo lighter out and struck it, and ripped out a long one. And when he did, there was a blue flame shot out his hind end, probably between 2 and 3 foot long. They said he screamed just like a little girl, and every hair on his hind end vanished. He was a human blowtorch. And I've heard that story told I don't know how many times. And it's just hilarious. I wished I could have been there and seen it, but I wasn't there. But I've talked to the people that was.
I'm surprised you ain't tried it.
Yeah, I ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I ain't a fork either. I ain't going to do something like that. And now you can try it, Mother.
No.
Give me a full report. But
No.
Mother, she ain't never gassy. She's a lady. She don't believe in stuff like that.
Shut up,
me,
Michael.
you know.
That's enough.
She don't like me to talk about her, does she? But yeah, and the same guy that done that was a stand up at his neighbor's house. I think it's the same guy. Pretty sure it is. The neighbor had a little old boy, he was about 12 years old. And this guy was still in bed as early as the morning, and that boy come in the bedroom. He said, come over here, I want to show you something. When he went over there, he just grabbed that young'un up and stuck his head down the cover and pulled it over there. And he had let a big one. And when that young'un got back out from under the cover, he puked right there on the floor. It stunk so bad. Well, back at this time, wrestling was all the rage. Everybody had a TV, watched wrestling on Saturday evening. And that little boy was just crazy over wrestling. Well, that made him mad at that old boy that made him puke. Now, he was furious at him. So the next morning, he come a creeping into the bedroom. That old boy's laying there on his back, sleeping in the bed. And he eased up on the headboard. And he done a knee drop and hit him in the chest and like to killed him. He said there's all kind of noises come out of him before he finally got his breath. So I guess I'd teach him who to fart on.
Paybacks.
Yeah. And I can't say as I blame you. For it's just, you just have to smell them things to know how bad they do stink. And like when I was going to school, I've known them sending young'uns home because of them. And like Mother said, a lot of these places that you work at, they'll tell you not to come in to work if you're eating. They're that bad. They grow back in the mountains. There's beds of them, you know. And they've got to be so popular that I don't think there's, well, I guess there's still a lot of them left, but I don't know where any of them is. For we don't never fool with stuff like that anymore. But I just thought I'd share that little memory with you and talk about something other.
Gross.
Yeah, something gross and something that a lot of you probably never heard of. But
I don't guess they want to hear that, eh?
Probably not. But here in the mountains every spring, I guess around April, 1st of May, they sell them at roadside stands. They're fairly popular, and I think people that move into this area look at them as a novelty too, you know. But I wouldn't give you 2 cents for them.
Sort of like white liquor.
Yeah, about the same thing as white liquor. Something good to talk about, but if you're going to drink liquor, drink good liquor is the way I look at it. And years ago up there where I worked, somebody brought a grocery bag full of ramps in. And the old boy that worked in the storeroom, he just went all day eating them ramps. Just one right after another, just munching on them. And about 4:30 the next morning, his wife called a buddy of mine and told him, said he's been up all night hurting through his chest. Said, if you would come over here and take him to the hospital, I think he's having a heart attack. He said, well, I'll be over there in just a minute. Well, he took a phone from his wife and told him, said, I ain't having no heart attack. I've just got gas off all them old ramps. I said, I'll be fine. Said, I'll see you here in an hour or so at work. Said, there ain't no need to come over here. I'll be fine. So he figured, well, he knows what he's talking about. And by the time my buddy got to work that morning, the word was done out. He had had a massive heart attack and died. And one of the rumors was that all them ramps had caused so much gas it smothered his heart out. Now, I don't know. I ain't no doctor. But I've been to a doctor. So. And speaking of doctors, my numbers with my little condition is the best they've been in probably 2 years. So I'm really happy about that.
So we got to work next week.
We got to work. Mother's happy. She's going to get a little bit out of me while I'm feeling good. And figured out I ain't going to die from that. But that makes me, there's a lot of peace of mind to look at something like that and see everything's improving, you know. It's new medicine, and I've been on it for a while.
If they just work on your attitude, we'd have it made.
Yeah. Well, my attitude's coming back. Speaking of attitude, Mother, you need to look in the mirror sometimes, you know.
I do.
Yeah. And primp, comb your hair. Oh, turn the camera around and show me your earrings. No, she won't do that. I told her, I said, you need to be on film. She said no. So, yep. How many minutes we been?
9.
9 minutes. That's a pretty
enough.
good while, ain't it?
That's probably enough for that.
No, we need to go 10. What else can we talk about?
For that story. I had no idea you was going to tell that. should have cut you off.
Well, I didn't have no idea I was going to tell it either. Like I sat down here and it just went
Yes, you
right through my brain.
Yes, you
Well, I've
did.
thought about it. You know, well, I obsess on stuff anymore, and that
Okay, it's been 10.
I was thinking about that. And
It's
she's
time,
like George Stephanopoulos. She's going,
it's time to say
so
night night.
night, night, people. Appreciate it.